And a very pleasant good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Live Jai-Alai in the Magic City on the Jai-Alai Channel. I'm Stu Nyman. I'm here with Andrew Bleckman, and we're pleased to welcome you to this Saturday evening performance of Live Jai-Alai, once again in the Magic City. Magic City Jai-Alai. We have 9 games for you beginning at 8 p.m. In addition to fast and fun Jai-Alai action, each of tonight's games offers win, place, show, quinella, exacta, and trifecta wagering. We also have a pick 3 wager in Game 4, the high-paying High 5 jackpot that begins in Game 3 with its $2,000 guarantee, and the all-new Mighty Ocho jackpot, which begins in Game 1. The High 5 is a pick 5, the Mighty Ocho is a pick 8. Online wagering is available at watchandwager.com, or if you're in Connecticut, mywinners.com. However, placing bets is not necessary in order for you to enjoy tonight's Jai-Alai actions. So, for those of you who were with us in the matinee, you know we have some scratches. We've added to that scratch list, not by choice, but you may have seen that a couple players were... When Anderluck doesn't run for a ball, you know there's an issue.
Yeah.
He's never scratched in 3 years. He's in 2.5 years. We're at 2.5 years.
Iron Man of Magic City Jai-Alai.
Anderluck is he's never scratched. So tonight's scratches are Legend, Anderluck, and Ron Ron. So where Legend and Anderluck appear in the program, they're scratched. Ron Ron only appears in the doubles. We've had to rearrange the doubles games again. We have 6 post-double games. So if anybody has advanced wagered on that, you want to get those refunded and replace those wagers if you have anything involving the post-7. Because post-7 and 8 have been scratched in games 5 and 6. Oh, sorry, games 5 and 7. Thank you for the correction. See, even I'm getting a little confused. But the Jai-Alai action will be absolutely fantastic, as will the announcing. So let's go over these scratches. Game 1, post 3. Scratch Legend, replace Legend with Ben. Game 1, post 3. Scratch Legend, replace Legend with Ben. Game 2, post 8. Scratch Legend, replace Legend with Ben. Game 2, post 8. Scratch Legend, replace Legend with Ben. Game 3, post 3. Scratch Legend, replace Legend with El Barba. Game 3, post 3. Scratch Legend, replace Legend with El Barba. There are 2 scratches in Game 4. Game 4, post 6. Scratch Anderluck, replace Anderluck with Diaz. Game 4, post 6. Scratch Anderluck, replace Anderluck with Diaz. Game 4, post 7. Scratch Legend, replace Legend with Bueno. Game 4, post 7. Scratch Legend, replace Legend with Bueno. Here is the new lineup for Game 5. Game 5, post 1 is now Bueno, Tennessee. Game 5, post 1, Bueno, Tennessee. Game 5, post 2, Diaz, Bragley. Game 5, post 2, Diaz, Bragley. Game 5, post 3, Jedin, Ben. Game 5, post 3, Jedin, Ben. Game 5, post 4, Juice, Kubala. Game 5, post 4, Juice, Kubala. Game 5, post 5, Fred, Ikeda. Game 5, post 5, Fred, Ikeda. Game 5, post 6, Lamonte Douglas. Game 5, post 6, Lamonte Douglas. Both the 7 post and the 8 post have been scratched in tonight's 5th game. Once again, there's no wagering on post 7 or post 8 in tonight's 5th game. Game 6, post 2. Scratch Anderluck, replace Anderluck with Tennessee. Game 6, post 2. Scratch Anderluck, replace Anderluck with Tennessee. Here's the rundown for Game 7. Game 7, post 1, Fred, Ikeda. Game 7, post 1, Fred, Ikeda. Game 7, post 2, Lamonte Douglas. Game 7, post 2, Lamonte Douglas. Game 7, post 3, Juice, Kubala. Game 7, post 3, Juice, Kubala. Game 7, post 4, Jedin, Ben. Game 7, post 4, Jedin, Ben. Game 7, post 5, Bueno, Tennessee. Game 7, post 5, Bueno, Tennessee. Game 7, post 6, Diaz, Bragley. Game 7, post 6, Diaz-Bradley. Once again, there will be no 7-post or 8-post for game number 7. Game 8, post 2, scratch Anderluck, replace Anderluck with Braggley. Game 8, post 2, scratch Anderluck, replace Anderluck with Braggley. Finally, game 9, post 8, scratch Anderluck, replace Anderluck again with Braggley. Game 9, post 8, scratch Anderluck, replace Anderluck with Braggley. So, scratches tonight. Legend, Anderluck, Ron are out of the program. So, that is the rundown for all of the scratches in this evening's performance, as well as 6 post doubles. However, 6 post doubles does present interesting wagering opportunities, especially if you're betting the pick 3 or the high 5. High 5 was hitting the matinee. It's back up there at $2,000. So
just rolled in, fresh 2,000.
Scott just left a vapor trail as he was running out of the front. Dropped off 2,000. And don't forget that tomorrow we close out the meet. That's just a technical way of saying it, which means that these jackpots must go. So even if it's hit tonight, he's got to come back in the morning with a fresh 2,000. Yep. That will have to be given away one way or the other. Even if no one hits it 5 for 5 and is the solo ticket, it will be split amongst all 5 people who hit the high 5, or 3 people, or however many tickets hit it. So jackpots for the Mighty Ocho and the high 5 will be forced out tomorrow. So with all this in mind, we thank you for joining us for this Saturday evening performance of live highlight action coming to you from Miami. We're very glad that you're with us. Andrew, did you eat?
Didn't eat, but
still recovering from brunch.
that burger filled it up. That was pretty nicely done, but no, just some iced coffee. Got a little energy here for this evening performance, and should be good. Should be in store for a pretty good one. I mean, we saw Douglas, and now without Anderluck in these later games, Douglas played particularly well in that first matinee. 3 of 3 in all of his games, so 8 wins for him now this week. He's back in the driver's seat for that Golden Cesta. Seemed that maybe we would have someone not named Douglas or Ron take home that award, but Douglas back in there.
Well, Douglas heard you thinking that.
You think? Is he one of the people? Does he go back? He listens to some of it.
He occasionally does. Actually, I was making a joke, but no, he does. He does occasionally. I've shown up at the house in Davie on a couple occasions, invited, of course.
Yeah, sure.
And heard my voice, and it's like, please shut that off. I hear it. I don't want to. Yeah, they got this gigantic 70-inch or 60, whatever the hell it is. It's huge, and it's like, don't need to see my mug on the back of that.
No, but Douglas open it back up. His lead over first place now. 94 wins for him. He's 21 ahead of Ron, who, as Stu said, hasn't played at all this week in his singles games. He's yet to make an appearance in doubles either. And Bueno holding on to that third and final bonus money slot there. All-important third spot at 58 wins. So those are the top 3. You'll be seeing Bueno there in game 2, but Douglas in those later games. And now with just about 3 minutes until we get into game number 1. And as we do before the first game of every performance, here's a video that will explain the scoring format for the first 8 games of this 9-game performance, and that is Spectacular 7 scoring. Take a look.
Spectacular 7 singles games are played with 8 players. Each player wears a different color jersey numbered 1 through 8 on the front. These numbers are traditionally referred to as post numbers. Post numbers are used to signify the order in which the athletes will play in a game. These numbers are also used for betting purposes. Don't be confused by the numbers on the back of our jerseys. Those are just for fun. Each game begins when the player in the post 1 red jersey serves to the player in the post 2 blue jersey. The served ball must land between the 4 and 7 lines marked on the court's side wall. If the ball lands between those lines, the serve is good and play continues until one of those 2 players wins that matchup. The player who loses the matchup exits the court and waits for his next turn at the end of the rotation. It's important to note that every game has 2 rounds. The first 7 matchups in a game make up round 1. Each matchup in round 1 is worth 1 point. Round 2 refers to all matchups that take place after the 7th and final matchup of round 1. The number of matchups in round 2 varies from game to game. And in round 2, each matchup is worth 2 points. The first player to earn 7 points wins the game.
We are now less than a minute away from the start of game number 1 here in this evening highlight performance, our only evening performance of the week. Again, Reminder of the scratch here in Game 1. Effects Post 3, you're going to scratch a legend, replace him with Ben. Game 1, Post 3, scratch a legend, and replace him with Ben. And taking a look at the standings here, so some of these other guys are doing, particularly the early game guys. You got Diaz here, who's played really well this week. 4 wins for him. Jedden, 4 wins. Tennessee, 2 wins, but he's all over the board. 6 places and 5 shows for him. A lot of in-the-money finishes. Those guys, some of the better players in this first game. We'll see how it shakes out. Game 1 coming up right now, Stu.
We're ready to begin. Game number 1, a spectacular 7 singles match. Play to 7 points. Points double after the first round of play. Serving in the red shirt of post 1 is Tennessee. Receiving in the blue of post 2 is El Barba. There's the serve. Our Saturday evening performance has begun. Catch by Tennessee. Goes deep from the forehand. El Barba's there. Ball tipped by Tennessee, midcourt, point 2. Now receiving in the white shirt of post 3, substituting for the scratched legend, is Ben. Big backhand by Ben. El Barba makes a good rebote save at the side wall and scores point 2. Bring it to the court. Green shirt to post 4. This matchup has El Barba serving to Diaz. Ball missed on the left side of Diaz, point 2. That's 3 points for El Barba. On the court, ready to receive in the black shirt of post 5 is Jedden. El Barba from the left side. Nice backhand to the inside. Jedden on the move. El Barba from the 8 line. Passes from the forehand beautifully. El Barba up at the 6 line. Strong forehand played. Rebote read nicely by Jedden. El Barba grabs the forehand. Could not hold on. Point 5. Here's the yellow shirt of post 6, Lamonte. Lamonte from the left side. There's the backhand. Passes to the rebote. Swing and a miss by Jedden at the 8 line. Point 6. Our next matchup has Lamonte serving to the pink shirt of post 7, worn by Fred. That serve got away from him. Hit the overhead screen. Point 7. Here now to complete the first round and receive, wearing the purple shirt of post 8, number 10, Juice. Great catch by Juice. Hard backhand, caught in the air by Fred. Juice on the forehand. Took a few steps, but got it off in time. The forehand tipped by Fred on the return. Point 8. That completes the first round of play. Each matchup from now on is 2 points through the end of the game. First to return, Tennessee in the second round. Tennessee with a hard throw. Juice passed on taking it, went for the rebote. That's a good effort by Juice. Point goes to the 1. 1 serves, 2 post 3, Ben. Over serve. Ball must land between the 4 and 7 line on the serve. That touched or went past the 7 line. This point goes to post 3. Ben serves the returning 4 post. In the green shirt, we have Diaz. Tough serve. Ball coming down and scoring right at the 10 line. Point 3. Ben's got 4 points. He serves to post 2. In this matchup, we have Ben serving to El Barba. Rebote by Ben. He plays it to the inside. Here's El Barba. Nice throw by El Barba. Good catch by Ben. El Barba from the 7 line. Ben read that rebote perfectly. However, the throw hit the pad. Point 2. Possible game point for El Barba in the blue shirt of post 2, trying to stop him. Post 5, Jedin. Karam stopped on the forehand of El Barba. The hard throw to the inside. Coming to the low rebote. Fine effort by Jed, and that is point and game to the blue shirt of post 2, El Barba. No playoff in our first game. 3 places, 1 shows. Unofficial order finish 2-3-1. Results from Game 1 are official. Coming in first, post 2, El Barba. Taking second, post 3, Ben. Ben was substituting for Legend. Coming in third, post 1, Tennessee. 2-3-1 is the official order finish for game number 1. I'll have your prices up there. I said we'll have. I looked up, and there they were. Sometimes I amaze myself. $2 quinoa, 2-3. That's 2-3 or 3-2, $18. Trifecta, 2-3-1, $174.20. Trifecta's first, second, and third place finishing. And $2 on El Barba to come in first. Earn someone $13. Up next, ladies and gentlemen, is game number 2. It's a spectacular 7 singles match. Play to 7 points. Points double after the first round of play. There is a scratch. Game 2, post 8. Scratch Legend, replace Legend with Ben. Game 2, post 8. Scratch Legend, replace Legend with Ben. Post time for Game 2 is just 6 minutes away. Good luck.
I really got the name El Barba from Coach JR. You know, like the first day I came into practice, he was like, "Oh, La Barbas." You know, he called me the beard. And, you know, it kind of just stuck. The most frustrating aspect of highlight for me probably would be anticipation. Because the ball's going so fast, you don't have time to wait to see where the ball's going to be thrown. It's frustrating, you know, but at the end of the day, I'm playing a sport for money, okay? My goal is to go out there, win every point, as soon as I step on the court, win the game, and call that game a day. You know, that's it.
And that was El Barba taking the opener on the Saturday evening performance. On the week for him, that is his second win to go along with 2 places in 1 show. And on the season, that was his 40th win. Eclipsed the 40-win mark. Nicely done there for El Barba. He holds on to, factoring a tie for 9th place overall. Him and Carballo deadlocked at 40 wins.
Carballo.
Hopefully have him back here
I believe
particularly soon.
I believe that he will be good for next week.
That's great news.
That's my prognostication.
Highlight insider Stu Nyman.
I prognosticate only on when people might come back from scratches.
We'll be no games.
Not a chance. Not on how they're going to play in a game.
I'm done for today. 1 for 1. That's it. We're stopping here.
No, that's right. You sat down and see. Now, if I said Kreskin, that wouldn't mean anything to you. No.
Unfortunately,
your parents would know who Kreskin was. It was a gag that Johnny Carson used to do. He used to hold an envelope to his head. And it was obviously a joke. He'd predict what was it. You'd probably seen it.
Yeah,
it's a
I've heard of that.
reference.
Right, yeah, I've heard of it. But
I make my own. We don't just have the video that the Jai-Alai Channel put together. I can make my own cultural references. So Amazing Kreskin would hold an envelope to his head and come up with something funny and open it, and there was the punchline. So you pulled a Kreskin saying Bragley will come up 3 times.
A real bold prediction. Bragley
win it
in game 3, post
third time up.
Yes, no, but got it done. Wasn't the most. Wasn't his best performance, but still got the win there in that game 3. That was the first game of the high five in that earlier performance. And now with 4 minutes to the start of game number 2, for those new fans who may be joining us here for the first time, we got a video that explains in simpler terms how Jai-Alai is played.
The main rule of Jai-Alai is simple. Players must catch and return the ball in one fluid motion. Sounds easy enough, right? So how do you win? You can win a matchup simply if your opponent overserves, underserves, or serves the ball out of bounds. On the flip side, your opponent wins the matchup if the serve is so good that you fail to catch and return the ball to the front wall. If your opponent fails to catch the ball before it bounces twice on the ground, or if your opponent's cesta makes contact with the ball but doesn't catch it, then, in both of those cases, you win the matchup. You can also win a matchup if the ball bounces around in your opponent's cesta during an attempted catch. This is called juggling, and it's illegal in Jai-Alai. Another way to win a matchup is if your opponent throws the ball and it lands out of bounds on its return from the wall. The overall game strategy for a Jai-Alai player is to make it difficult for an opponent to reach the ball in time or to execute a rebuttal play.
And now game 2, 3 minutes away. Another reminder of the scratch in game 2 affects post 8. Scratch Legend, replace him with Ben. Game 2, post 8, you're going to scratch Legend and replace him with Ben. We give you that scratch earlier here because Stu notified me we have a little early story time. Quick story. It's a quick story.
These things are entertaining to me, and I just have you and the highlight court to look at and the random firings of neurons in my brain. But
after a while,
there's a obviously scratches aren't something we're thrilled about.
No,
we don't like making changes to the program. But who's particularly if you the fans don't like scratches, you know who really doesn't? Scott doesn't like scratches.
I can imagine.
There's a movie, many of you have seen it, called The Freshman. And it's with Matthew Broderick.
What are the odds you think I've seen that?
0.
Probably off the board.
Almost zero. Almost zero. So it's Matthew Broderick and a magnificent appearance by Marlon Brando. Marlon Brando reprising a comical version of himself as the Godfather. And so there's a scene where Marlon Brando, playing a version of the Godfather, is on the phone with his broker, and he's basically saying, "I don't like when it goes down. I don't like when it, like the stock market. I don't like when it goes down." And that's the look that you get from Scott. Scott, by the way, we have a scratch. I don't like scratches.
I don't like no one like.
I don't know what you want me to tell you. The guy's leg fell off. He can't.
he can't go.
Yeah, he was throwing. His arm came off. We glued it back on, but he doesn't know if he can play the evening. I don't like scratches.
Ice it up. We'll see if we can get back out.
So yeah, and so Anderluck and most of the guys, we pin them together and out they go. But so
it's tough. Yeah, and
straight out of the freshman.
And for Anderluck to scratch here, as you said, a guy, the Iron Man here, Magic City, has played literally almost every performance since the start of
those are the two that I know have never scratched. That's a reminder of the scratch. Game 2, post 8, scratch Legend, replace Legend with Ben. Game 2, post 8, scratch Legend, replace Legend with Ben. Post time now, just a minute away. Funny movie. Very funny movie. The Freshman. I would recommend it. Not if you haven't seen The Godfather. Godfather is kind of a prerequisite for The Freshman because you won't get the nuance.
So okay. Well, you can watch The Godfather. You got time.
Wait a second. You haven't seen The Godfather?
I've seen bits and pieces. But
we've all seen bits and pieces, for God's sakes. But
certain scenes, but I don't know if I've watched it. I don't know, full through. Wow. One sitting? Yeah. I'm sorry. I'm
It's not a
disappointed.
criticism
No,
of you. It's just a reminder of my own age, for God's sakes. It's like, that was required viewing when I was like 11 before I understood half of it. Moving on. Game 2, a spectacular 7 singles match. Played to 7 points. Points double after the first round of play. Serving in the red shirt at post 1 is Fred. Receiving in the blue at post 2 is Juice. Fred serves. We begin. Here's Fred from the left side. Powerful, powerful backhand. Just going to have to back up for this one. He knew he wasn't going to get assessed on it, so he tried to hit it up there. Just missed. Point 1. Good strong throw by Fred. Start things off in our second game. This matchup has Fred serving to the white shirt at post 3, Lamonte. Point 1. Fred now serves to the green shirt at post 4, worn by Bueno. Another powerful backhand by Fred. Bueno reads it. Returns it from the forehand mid-court. Fred had it, dropped it. Point 4. That'll bring to the court the black shirt of post 5. Here's Diaz. Underserved. The rare underserve for Bueno in singles. Point goes to the 5. Here's the yellow shirt at post 6, Tennessee. Point 6. On the court, ready to receive in the pink shirt of post 7 is El Barba. El Barba from the forehand at the 10 line. Tennessee hangs in there, reaches up, makes the catch. El Barba. Tennessee, left side rebote. It's a 2-all. El Barba chases it down. Hard throw to the inside. Ball tipped. First time round, point 7. Here now to complete the first round and receive, wearing the purple shirt at post 8. Ben. Is it just me or you see what Ben's doing? He's tying a cesta. That's perfectly fine. Don't argue. Stop bothering me. Just get ready to catch the ball. He's ready. Ben from the left side. Nice backhand. Right to the corner in the Chula. That's a good effort by El Barba to try to make that rebote. Point 8. Ben gets the last point of the first round. All points are now double. All matchups are now double, rather, through the end of the game. First to return in the second round, the blue at post 2, Juice. Slow death on that serve. Ball's dropping down. Hard to catch it when it's coming slow. Point 8. Ben has 3 points. Serving to the 3 post in the white shirt, we have Lamonte. Good catch by Ben mid-court. Lamonte for the left side. Rebote. That's a beautifully thrown rebote by Lamonte. Lamonte moves up and makes a great catch on the left side. Rebote by Ben. He makes the save. Ball tipped. Point 3. Three serves. The returning one post. Fred. Point 1. Fred has 4 points. He serves to the 4 post, returning in the green shirt. In this matchup, we have Fred serving to Bueno. Bueno makes a good catch off a good serve by Fred. Forehand rebote by Fred. Point 4. Bueno has 3 points in this matchup. He serves to the black shirt at post 5. Returning to the court is Diaz. Big, strong backhand by Diaz. Just hit too high on the front wall. Hit the top rail, point 4. Possible game point for the green shirt at post 4. Bueno trying to stop him. Yellow shirt at post 6, Tennessee. Tennessee from the forehand. Over the top. Bueno picks it up on the left side. Tennessee coming over the top again. A little bit of different throw for Tennessee. That's working for him. Point 6. Tennessee's on the board with 3 points, serving to post 7 in the pink shirt. El Barba returns. Excellent catch by El Barba. Behind the 12 line. Tennessee from the 11 line. Over the top again. Catch by El Barba. Scoop attempt tipped away, point 7. El Barba has 3 points. In this matchup, he serves to the blue at post 2. Juice. In and out of the center of the ball goes. Point 7. That gets El Barba to a possible game point here in our second game. On the court trying to stop him. Purple shirt at post 8 is Ben. Catch by El Barba. It's a powerful backhand by El Barba. Rebote by El Barba to the outside. Ben on the run makes the catch. Good catch by El Barba. Beautiful throw to the inside. Very nicely played. El Barba moves up, makes the catch in the air. Carambola will score for the win. That is point and game to the pink shirt of post 7, El Barba. 7 wins it, 4 places, 1 shows. And the crowd literally goes wild. Of course, we have
crowd of 1.
Our players, that are the crowd. And Mr. Tenard Davis, who plays under the player named Jedden, shouting. Have to have security talk to that man. 7-4-1 is the official order of finish for game number 2.
It's getting rowdy on the Saturday nights, too. Yeah.
That's what I love. I love Night Highlight. I do. I'm not going to make any pretense that I'm happy with the 12 p.m. performance. I'm not. I love ours. I love what we do here. But no, give me 8 o'clock on a Saturday night. me 8 o'clock on a Friday night. But I digress. There are your prices. 741 is the official order finish for Game 2. The $2 Quinella, 4-7, $44.40. Trifecta, 741. That's first, second, and third place finish is $226.20. $2 on 7 to win returns $16.40. Up next, ladies and gentlemen, is Game 3. Game 3 is a spectacular 7. Singles match. Play to 7 points. Points double after the first round of play. More importantly, Game 3 begins our high five. So we're going to give you a rundown of some scratches here for those of you who are playing tonight's high five. It's a reminder that Legend, Anderluck, Ron are the 3 scratches in tonight's performance. That affects the following games. Up next is Game 3, Post 3. Scratch Legend, replace Legend with El Barba. Game 3, Post 3. Scratch Legend, replace Legend with El Barba. Then in Game 4, Post 6. Scratch Anderluck, replace Anderluck with Diaz. Game 4, Post 6. Scratch Anderluck, replace Anderluck with Diaz. Game 4, Post 7. Scratch Legend, replace Legend with Bueno. Game 4, Post 7. Scratch Legend, replace Legend with Bueno. This is the new lineup for Game 5. Still 2 games away, but we want to give you an opportunity to include this change in your selections. Game 5, Post 1, Bueno, Tennessee. Game 5, Post 2, Diaz, Bragley. Game 5, Post 3, Jed and Ben. Game 5, Post 4, Juice, Kubala. Game 5, Post 5, Fred Ikeda. Game 5, Post 6, Lamonte Douglas. In Game 5 this evening, there will be no Post 7, no Post 8. In Game 6, Post 2, you will scratch Anderluck, replace Anderluck with Tennessee. Then finally in Game 7, once again, this is the Game 7 lineup for doubles. Game 7, Post 1, will be Fred Ikeda. Game 7, Post 2, Lamonte Douglas. Game 7, Post 3, Juice Kubala. Game 7, Post 4, Jed and Ben. Game 7, Post 5, Bueno, Tennessee. Game 7, Post 6, Diaz, Bragley. There will also be no Post 7 and no Post 8 in tonight's 7th game. So that is the high five lineup of games 3 through 7 and the scratches that affect those games. 6 minutes till post time in Game 3.
And serve takes a high bounce. Anderluck gathers at about the 10 line. Fires this one that's going to go deep into the corner. Good return by Carballo, sends it going off the wall.
Oh, great
a nice
shot.
reverse.
Yes.
Carballo gets it back in play. A soft carom and a reverse over his head.
Yeah, Daddy.
Catch by Ben midcourt. There's the carom. A Barba on the run. Returns a carom.
Whoa,
that scores for the win. Ben rips a 2-all off the serve that scores. What a shot, .7. Here's Diaz with a good catch. Tennessee grabs it. Hard reverse to the outside. Diaz from his knees. Strong forehand return. Jed with an excellent 2-wall rebote save for the big bounce. El Barba reaches way up to make the catch, and he scores on the return. catch by Carballo. Hard reverse rebote is coming out. Jedden calls for the rebote. Outside placement
what a
of the
nice
Gustavo rebote.
Bradley makes a nice scoop on the forehand, sends that low and hard. A beautiful scoop by Carballo.
Outside placement
Wow,
thrown
great
by
winning
Anderlo.
shot.
Gubala runs in, winds up. Tejada, what a shot thrown by Gubala.
And folks, that was a collection there of the top 10 plays from July of 2019 here at Magic City Jai-Alai. Game 3 is now just 2 minutes away. Game 3 marks the start of that high five. Another reminder, Stu noted a couple of those scratches later on for Game 3, Post 3. Get a scratch a legend, replace him with El Barba. Game 3, Post 3, scratch a legend, and replace him with El Barba.
And yeah, so I'm making reference to Friday Night Highlight. I would love it, guys. I would love it. I went to Scott. I said, Scott, hey, how about a Friday night performance and he had me escorted out away
Off
from his
the
office.
premises. Yeah.
That's embarrassing. That really is. When 2 security guards.
3.
Well, they're big.
You ever
too.
seen tough to control you?
No,
man.
I didn't. I would have gone. I would have left quietly. I said all I asked for was a Friday night performance. That's it. Out. We called security, and off I went.
It's a shame.
1 minute to go till we begin Game 3. Tough place to work. Actually, it's the best of any place that I've worked. Oddly enough.
I say got a lot of strength from that serve. Now we know why it was so vicious. They had to get 3 security guards
years ago. I showed you
to
that thing that
constrain
someone
you?
wrote on
Wow.
Facebook complimenting me on my serve.
That's great. The people even know it. They recognize it.
There weren't many of us there.
There weren't many of us there, but the ones that were there.
Yeah, that was a lot of fun. That was in the 80s or 90s, something like that. I don't know. It was a while ago. Now even the thought of stepping on the highlight court just hurts everything. Both shoulders.
Bones tensa, yeah.
We're ready to begin game number 3. A spectacular 7 singles match played to 7 points. Points double after the first round of play. This will also begin tonight's high five. Serving in the red shirt at post 1 is Juice. Our first matchup of the third game has Juice serving to the blue at post 2, Diaz. There's the serve. Game 3 has begun. Catch by Juice at the 10 line. Low and hard. Caught by Diaz, and a nice catch on the left side. Diaz from the forehand. Strong forehand. Will score for Diaz. Point 2. 2 first up on the board in our third game. That'll bring to the court the white shirt at post 3. Substituting for legend is El Barba. Point 3. This matchup will have El Barba serving to the green shirt at post 4, Baраглий. Long carom. El Barba hustled over, made the catch, going to throw it at Bragley's feet. Baраглий adjusts, catches it at the 12 line. El Barba from the left side and a great catch. Nice backhand, stays to the inside where it scores. Point 3. Here's post 5 in the black shirt. Tennessee receives. Rebote left side to the outside. Tennessee stops it. Carambola will score for Tennessee, .5. Our next matchup has Tennessee serving to the yellow shirt at post 6, Lamonte. Lamonte goes back to the 13 line to make this catch. That backhand beautifully stays to the inside. Rebote left side by Lamonte. Here's Tennessee, midcourt. Rebote left side by Lamonte. Catch by Tennessee. What a catch by Lamonte. He gets it past Tennessee both ways, over his head and out past the rebote. Great hustle by Lamonte to score. .6. Here's post 7. The pink shirt, Jedden. .7. Here now to complete the first round and receive, wearing the purple shirt at post 8, is Fred. .7. That completes the first round of play. All matchups are now worth 2 points through the end of the game. First to return in the second round, the red shirt at post 1, Juice. Rebote left side. Gonna land in just above the pad and score. .7. Jedden has 4 points. He serves the returning to post. In the blue shirt is Diaz. Good catch by Jedden. Diaz reaches out with the left side, makes a fine catch. Jedden from the forehand to pass. Rebote forehand, missed. .7. Straight points to a possible game point here for the pink shirt at post 7, Jedden. Trying to stop him, the green shirt at post 4, Bragley. An excellent serve by Jedden, a good catch by Bragley. Jedden sets for the rebote. It's a 2-all, does not cut out. Bragley makes the catch. Carom by Bragley does not open up. Jedden dropped it. .4. Play continues. Bragley now serves to the white shirt at post 3, El Barba. Barber will try to go outside. Bragley caught it. El Barba, beautiful rebote to the inside. El Barba makes the catch on the forehand. Cortada, caught by Bragley. Ball tipped at the 7 line. A well-played point by El Barba and Bragley. .4. Bragley's on the board with 4 points. Here's post 5 in the black shirt. Tennessee.
Let's go, man.
Rebote forehand by Bragley. Strong forehand throw. Wow, that's going right to the corner. Well thrown by Tennessee to score, 0.5. Tennessee has 3 points. He serves the returning 6 post. In the yellow shirt, we have Lamonte. Low and inside. Forehand rebote save by Tennessee. Catch by Lamonte. Lamonte aggressively going after that forehand. Tennessee makes the catch at the 11 line. Catch by Lamonte. Outside placement. We know what he was thinking. Just went a little too far outside. 0.5. 5 on the board with 5 points, giving Tennessee a possible game point here. Trying to stop him. Fred in the purple of post 8. Powerful backhand by Fred. Good catch by Tennessee. Tennessee hard to the inside. Fred made the catch on the right side. Here's Tennessee from the 12 line. Picata, big bounce. Fred, great effort to make that rebote, but it fell short. Point and game to the black shirt of post 5, Tennessee. No playoff again. 7 places, 4 shows. Unofficial order finish is a 5-7-4. Your prices will be up in a moment. Results from Game 3 are official. Coming in first, post 5, Tennessee. Taking second, post 7, Jedden. Coming in third, post 4, Brackley. 5-7-4. The official order finish for Game 3. First number in tonight's High 5, the number 5. There are your prices from our third game. The $2 Quinella 5-7, 5-7, 7-5, $19.60. Trifecta 5-7-4, $291.40. Up next, ladies and gentlemen, is our fourth game. It's a spectacular 7 singles match. Play to 7 points. Points will double after the first round of play. There are 2 scratches in Game 4. Game 4, post 6. Scratch Anderluck. Replace Anderluck with Diaz. Game 4, post 6. Scratch Anderluck. Replace Anderluck with Diaz. Game 4, post 7. Scratch Legend. Replace Legend with Bueno. Game 4, post 7. Scratch Legend. Replace Legend with Bueno. Post time for Game 4 is just 6 minutes away. Good luck.
Remind me of Hustle City, man. Everybody got more than one gig. I sell ice cream, I sell a CD.
I have a security company, a beauty salon.
I've been doing music for a very long time.
I'm not your neighborhood Uber driver. I do luxury. And then I have another job. I play highlights.
We're looking to transition from dog racing to highlight. I went to the university. I said, listen, I have this crazy idea. Do you think we could send something out to all the ex-athletes for the last 20 years and say, we're looking to hire and train highlight players?
They paying us, man, and we can win big money. Let me see what this is all about.
That's what you gotta do. Get some money.
The players taking the court are all athletes you may recognize.
Baseball, football, track and field.
If you're going to come into the sport, you got to be dedicated. You're going to be a piece of cake.
We knew going in, they're not going to be great the first day.
It'll be like the Jamaicans with the bobsled team. Game time now, man.
This is going to be the first time that my kids will be able to sit in the audience and root for their father.
Who wants it more?
This is a sacrifice I think is going to pay off in the end.
This is a dream for me.
I got to win.
Can't get drama better than this.
Highlight became the new hustle.
Let's get ready to play!
And folks, that was a trailer there for the award-winning documentary Magic City Hustle about the start of the highlight program here at Magic City just a few years ago. If you would like to watch that for yourself, full-length documentary, may we add, head on over to MagicCityCasino.com under the highlight tab. There's a button that says Magic City Hustle. You can click on that. It'll take you directly to the website, or You can type in MagicCityHustle.com directly into your browser. Then from there, you can make a purchase of it for $5 and enjoy it as many times as you like.
It was funny when they were making the movie. They were here for a long time. They were here for a long time. They went around with everybody for quite a while. Just a reminder of these scratches. Game 4, post 6, scratch Anderluck, replace Anderluck with Diaz. Game 4, post 7, scratch Legend, replace Legend with Bueno. And they asked me like twice if they could come home with me.
They did.
Yes.
I was going to say, you're not a guy that...
No.
I was going to say,
no.
Absolutely not.
No. Why? There is absolutely nothing about my life other than Jai-Alai that is of any interest to anybody. It's literally, you want to see me sleep and watch the news? Okay, I guess we can do that.
But that's the whole part of the document. I mean, you see there, I remember El Barba scene, like they followed him to a football game, and that's the type of things they have to do with documentaries to get B-roll and interesting parts to fill up, your life story. But you were...
Not
you said from the start you were not.
No. And then they'd mic you, and so it was
Were you mic'd all the time?
Not all the time. Definitely no. And there was one time I do remember I gotten very frustrated about something in the training, and the sound people get very frustrated when you touch their sound equipment. It's like, well, look, you're putting your hands on my body with this microphone, right? Okay.
Right.
And so, no, I'm about to say something that I wouldn't want recorded anywhere because this idiot just did something on the court. Obviously not an idiot. I said it lovingly. Yeah. But I definitely didn't want it recorded. So I started pulling at it. And this guy, there had been a couple different sound people. And this one guy he was like, don't touch my microphone. It's like, well, get your microphone out of my shirt.
So you get the
so
mic
it
out of
wasn't,
my
I
face,
was,
I won't touch it.
I wasn't not cooperative.
Well,
it's about them. It's about the players.
I was going to say, not that it's not your place, but the story is about these guys and where they started from. And as much as we would like to get a little insight into your life, I think everyone, appreciates that full. No. Maybe me. Am I the only one?
You can ask whatever you like when we're not talking here. I promise concise answers. It is one thing I do tell people. It's like, you can ask me anything you like. You just be prepared for an answer that you may. No, I'm not going to say it rudely. It's just, the older you get, if you've had some type of interesting life, things get complex. People are not particularly complicated, but they are complex.
See, that's why I say you got a good command of the language. That's another Stewism.
That one I take complete credit for. No, I do.
Credit?
I've told a number of people that it's absolutely accurate. People are not complicated when you think about people's motivations and what motivates us and what motivates these guys or anyone else. It's not really complicated, but people are complex. They do have lots of different features to them, and we always need to try to be respectful of that. Yeah. That's why here at Magic City, they kind of, for the most part, leave me alone, except for Ben. He's always annoying me for some reason. I don't know.
Tapping on the glass.
He saw that with the ball. I mean, what was he... When Barr was trying his cesta, just leave me alone.
He's like, I got my cubicle. This is it? I mean, don't...
Exactly.
6 feet. Yeah.
You I like. R I like. After that, it's Scott. I like Scott. Dan over at Miami. I like Dan too.
Should we give the people a quick reminder? There's a scratch at Game 4. We'll say post 6. It affects 6 and 7. Scratch Anderluck in post 6. Replace it with Diaz. Scratch Legend in post 7. Replace him with Bueno. That's Game 4 again, post 6. Replace Anderluck with Diaz. Replace Legend with Bueno.
That takes us to 0 minutes, which means it's post time. Post time, for those of you new to Jai-Alai, the time that we begin a particular game. Or I guess if you're watching dogs or horses, a race. This is Game 4, a spectacular 7 singles match. Play to 7 points. Points will double after the first round of play. Serving in the red shirt at post 1 is El Barba. Receiving in the blue at post 2 is Bragley. El Barba serves. Game 4 has begun. Scoop attempt tipped. Point 2. Bragley first up in our 4th game. That'll bring to the court the white shirt at post 3. Here's Tennessee. Strong backhand. Caught in the air by Bragley. Hard throw by Bragley. Tipped off the scoop attempt by Tennessee. Point 2. Here's the green shirt at post 4, worn by number 10, Juice. Rebote left side, just above the pad, and scoring. Point 2. Bragley on the board with 3 points, serving now to the black shirt at post 5. This matchup has Bragley serving to Jedin. Hard throw by Bragley. Good catch by Jedin. Here's Bragley from the 12 line. Ooh, trying to go for a picata. That caught the overhead screen. Point 5. Jedin will serve to the yellow shirt at post 6, worn by Diaz. Catch by Jedin, way up high. Diaz sets for the rebote. That was a good effort trying to make that rebote. That hit the overhead screen, though. Point 5. That'll bring to the court the pink shirt at post 7. This matchup has Jedin serving to Bueno. Under serve. Ball must land between the 4 and 7 line. That fell short of the 4. This point goes to the 7. Here now to complete the first round and receive, wearing the purple shirt at post 8, is Ben. Ball tipped back at the 10 line. Point 8. Ben gets the last point of the first round. All matchups are worth 2 points now through the end of the game. First to return in the second round, the red shirt at post 1 is El Barba. El Barba from the forehand. Catch by Ben. Back to the inside. El Barba from the left side. Powerful, powerful forehand by Ben. Rebote thrown nicely by El Barba. Not sure what that was, but I know that was out. Point 8. Ben, was that a Dejada? Huh.
The Denata, yes.
Back and ready to receive, and the white shirt at post 3 is Tennessee. Powerful backhand by Ben. Tennessee for the rebote. Back to the inside. Here's Ben at the 10 line. Hard throw by Ben. Tennessee comes cross court to make a good catch. Ben at the 9 line on the forehand. Back to the inside he goes. Here's Tennessee at the 11 line. Hard throw to the inside. Ben from the left side had his cesta there, could not complete the catch. Well played by Tennessee and Ben. Point goes to the 3. Tennessee will serve the returning 4-post in the green shirt. We have Juice. That's an underserve. 4 and 7. 2 white lines on the side wall. Got to get it in between those. Point 4. Here's post 2, Bragley. Bragley reaches out. Returns it hard. Off the court, point 2. Possible game point for the blue shirt at post 2, Bragley. Here's Diaz. Diaz reaches out from the left side, can't pull it in. Point and game to the blue shirt of post 2, Bragley. 2 wins it, 8 places. 5, 3, and 4 will play off for third place. 5 first serves to 3.
I want to win a game today, guys.
Robote saved by Jedden. That was a beautiful throw. Robote left side by Jedden. Catch by Tennessee. Jedden midcourt. Catch by Tennessee at the 9 line. Jedden on the left side. Jedden goes hard to the inside where it's tipped. A well-played playoff point. Point goes to the 5. Possible show point for Jedden in the black shirt at post 5. Trying to stop him is post 4, Juice. It's a powerful throw by Juice, caught by Jedden. Another good catch by Juice. Jedden sets up for the Robote. 2-all, way out. Point 4. This is show point. 4 serves 5 for third place. Jedden from the 11 line. Strong backhand. Robote by Juice. One-handed attempt to make that save. That hit the overhead screen. That was a great effort by Juice. Point. And a third place finish to post 5, Jedden. 2-8-5 is the unofficial order finish for game 4. It's official. Coming in first, post 2, Bragley. Taking second, post 8, Ben. Coming in third, post 5, Jedden. 2-8-5 is the official order finish for game number 4. We'll have your prices up in just a moment. Overall, a good game. I'm just taking a look at Douglas. It looks like the anti-inflammatories may have helped. He doesn't have that grimace on his face right now. We'll have to see. And of course, he grabs his back. Fortunately, that wasn't on air.
Yeah, good thing the
first thing he does, he followed through on a Robote, just warming up, and then reached back and touched his back. It's got a little bit of elbow pain going on there. We're just waiting for the results from game number 4. 2-8-5 is the official order finish from our 4th game.
Bradley continues to have a nice day today. I think that's his 3rd win of the day. Playing out of post 2 again there, but on the season, a guy that missed a significant amount of time there. But if Bradley was here since the beginning, that's his 17th win. And he's been playing in a lot of those feature games, so with Douglas and Ron, it's been tough to get the wins. His win percentage isn't at what you think. It's actually up under 10%, but in the money percentage, closing in just under 30%. So as the season goes on, he should continue to get better. Oh, sorry, those prices were up there, Stu. Sorry about that.
That's fine. I like listening.
A little bit.
No, you bring all types of facts that I never thought of. $2 Quinella, 2-8, 13.60. The trifecta, 285. That's first, second, and third place finish is $120 even. First number in tonight's Pick 3 is the number 2. And for those of you Pick 3 fans, coming next week, we'll have an early Pick 3, as it currently exists, and the introduction of a late Pick 3, games 7, 8, and 9. We'll be adding another Pick 3. You ask, and when we can, you'll receive. When we can. Up next, ladies and gentlemen, is game number 5. Now, there's a change in the lineup for game 5. Game 5, post 1, is Bueno, Tennessee. Game 5, post 2, Diaz-Bradley. Game 5, post 3, Jed and Ben. Game 5, post 4, Juice Kubala. Game 5, post 5, Freddie Keita. Game 5, post 6, Lamonte Douglas. Once again, Game 5, post 1, Bueno, Tennessee. Game 5, post 2, Diaz-Bradley. Game 5, post 3, Jed and Ben. Game 5, post 4, Juice Kubala. Game 5, post 5, Freddie Keita. Game 5, post 6, Lamonte Douglas. There is no post 7, there is no post 8 in our 5th game. Post time for Game 5 is now just 7 minutes away.
If somebody 5 years ago told me that I was going to be playing professional Jai-Alai, I'd be like, what are you talking about? The most frustrating aspect of the sport is the fact that you could probably play your ass off, and because of the component of chance in the sport, you could still lose. For me, the biggest motivator, I would say, is my son, because he comes out here, sees my games, and he looks up to me as like, oh, daddy, my daddy plays Jai-Alai, and I just want to make sure I come out here, make sure I make him proud. Main goal for the 2020 season is just, come out on top. That's been my goal from day one, so just doing what I can to make that happen.
And that was Bradley there, picking up the win in game number 4. 4 wins for him this week, in addition to 4 places in 2 shows. 36 fantasy points if you're playing along with that, and I think he was a $5 value this week, so the other $5 value, Kubala, he's outscoring him. Bradley picked it up here on Saturday, adding a couple wins, as we said, and on the year, 17 for him, and looking for many more. So we still got a decent amount left in this season here, Stu.
No, through November 30th, no question about it. We make this, actually, what I would like to see. We could have done, but I didn't think to bring it up, because obviously we're kind of doing things on the move here.
Yeah.
Straight points. 5 posts to straight points without points doubling after the first round of play. Play to 7 straight points.
That could be...
That would make it a little bit more interesting. That would. But it's this is a spectacular 7, so points will double after the first round of play. I'm just thinking out loud there, which is sometimes, with me, is a little dangerous, but...
No, when we talked about how, betting-wise for these games, you don't have to factor in as many numbers. A 7 or 8 is completely eliminated, so we'll see how that affects the payouts for Pick 3, High 5, and even Game 5 itself. But before we get into that 5th game, in case we have any new fans who missed this explanation video at the top of the program, here it is again to explain in simpler terms how Jai-Alai is played.
The main rule of Jai-Alai is simple. Players must catch and return the ball in one fluid motion. Sounds easy enough, right? So how do you win? You can win a matchup simply if your opponent overserves, underserves, or serves the ball out of bounds. On the flip side, your opponent wins the matchup if the serve is so good that you fail to catch and return the ball to the front wall. If your opponent fails to catch the ball before it bounces twice on the ground, or if your opponent's cesta makes contact with the ball but doesn't catch it, then, in both of those cases, you win the matchup. You can also win a matchup if the ball bounces around in your opponent's cesta during an attempted catch. This is called juggling, and it's illegal in Jai-Alai. Another way to win a matchup is if your opponent throws the ball and it lands out of bounds on its return from the wall. The overall game strategy for a highlight player is to make it difficult for an opponent to reach the ball in time or to execute a rebuttal play.
And now Game 5 is just 3 minutes away. We going to run down the post again here, Stu? They got it. Look at Ron. No cue. He's getting too good at this. Not a good thing that we're getting.
That is years of experience at flipping that switch down in the television booth.
The 6 posts, the stars. Oh, yeah.
Thank you, Ron. Game 5, Post 1 is Bueno, Tennessee. Game 5, Post 2 is Diaz Bragley. Game 5, Post 3 is Jed and Ben. Game 5, Post 4 is Juice Kubala. Game 5, Post 5 is Freddie Cada. Game 5, Post 6 is Lamonte Douglas. And some folks, as I glanced down, I saw some chat about the old days of highlights. Yeah. Talking about great nights at Milford. Obviously, people remember phenomenal nights at Miami, highlight Saturday nights.
Of course.
The goal of Magic City is to return those special moments to an entirely new generation of people, including anyone from previous generations who might want to take advantage of it. You may not be as comfortable driving at night as you were back then, which I get. Yeah. But no, that is ultimately the goal. It's to turn it into something special. We recognize. I fortunately was part of it to see it. I was part of it to manage it for a while as well. We know how special a highlight is to many of you. I remember how fantastic it was. And that is the goal at Magic City. Just doing it differently. Just doing it differently. That I make reference to this. It was a comment specifically made in the chat. Whoever made it, if I'm not quoting you properly, but what do you get if you include everything from what's already been done? You get the last 30 years. It's an absolutely on the mark quote. Yep. It's perfectly on the mark. That leaves us with 1 minute till we begin game number 5. So those memories that you remember, trying to recreate them here. Like, you have good memories so far, right? Your highlight experience is decent.
Yeah, no, I mean, it's...
I'm kind of putting you on the spot because, you know, Scott's there saying, what did he say?
No, I mean, this type of highlight, I mean, it's a little bit different than, you know, what I'd seen previously. But, I mean, the fact that these guys, I mean, just their athletic ability, the plays that they make, the excitement, I mean, just day in, day out, it's just a different type of energy in the building every day. And it's fun to come in and do this. And, you know, the fact that these guys are out here, you know, trying and giving 110%, you can actually see that on their faces. And a lot of these guys wear their heart on their sleeve. It's it's really nice, you know, just special, and it's cool that to be a part of what, you know, trying to rebirth here of the sport that was, I mean, so hugely popular back in the day. I mean, the stories that you're talking about, people in the chat on these Saturday nights, it seems to bring back, it's one of the most active nights in the chat, just brings back only positive memories, and we hope to continue on with that here at Magic City. It's still in the infant stages of this program.
So let's begin game number 5, one of our 2 doubles games this evening. Sorry, it sounds like English wasn't my first language there. This evening, played to 7 points, points double after the first round of play. Bueno serves to the blue shirts of post 2. In this first matchup, Diaz and Bragley receive. There's the serve. We begin. Rebote left side by Bueno. He makes a great save. Diaz steps in, winds up. Jai-Alai. Mid-court. Bragley got assessed on it. Sends it back. Bueno, rather. Bragley there for the rebote to the outside. Lands in and scores. Point 2. 2 first up on the board in our 5th game. That'll bring to the court the white shirts of post 3. This matchup has Diaz serving to Jedin and Ben. That was a great effort at killing that point right off the bat by Jedin. Had hit the pad, point 2. Green shirts of post 4 received. Diaz will serve to Juice and Kubala. Excellent catch by Bragley deep in the backcourt. Kubala. It's there. It's bouncing around the 7 line. Point 2. That'll bring to the court the black shirts of post 5. We have Fred and Ikeda. There's a hard throw by Bragley and a good catch by Ikeda. Ikeda comes over the top. Catch by Bragley. Bragley long carom. Ikeda, that got past him on the right side. Point goes to the 2. Diaz and Bragley have made 4 straight points. Here now to complete the first round and receive yellow shirts of post 6. Lamonte and Douglas. What a scoop by Bragley. Catch by Douglas midcourt. Douglas going for another hard throw. Bragley with another good catch. Outside placement outside the court, point 6. That completes the first round of play. All matchups are worth 2 points now through the end of the game. Red shirts of post 1 return. Bueno in Tennessee. Catch by Douglas. Powerful backhand follows. Bueno. Robote save, falls short, point 6. That'll bring to the court the white shirts of post 3. Returning now are Jedin and Ben. Point 3. Three serves to the returning 4 posts, the green shirts, Juice and Kubala. Jedin keeps the rebote, makes it from the forehand. Here's Kubala at the 11 line. Picada, the big bounce, brought down, but not held on to by Jedin, point 4. That was a good throw by Kubala. That'll bring back the black shirts of post 5, Fred and Ikeda.
Cover 2.
Ikeda from the left side. Kubala takes it in the air. Nice backhand. Ikeda from the 12 line. Catch by Kubala. Kubala over the top on the right side. Ikeda from the 12 line. Ikeda the big bounce, trying to get it over his head. Ikeda jumps into the corner. Makes a beautiful catch. Here's Kubala. Reverse 2-all caught in the front court by Fred. Fred's cortada comes back to Kubala. What a catch against the back wall by Ikeda. Ikeda comes out of the corner to make this catch. Nice backhand. Caught in the air by Kubala. Carom by Kubala. Fred got it. Couldn't hold on to it. Point 4. 4 on the board with 4 points. Serving to post 2. Returning to the court, we have Diaz and Bragley. Excellent catch by Kubala coming in. That hit the top rail, which is out of play. Point 2. Possible game point for the blue shirts of post 2. Diaz and Bragley trying to stop them are Bueno and Tennessee. Tennessee comes strong from the right side. Bragley from the 12 line. Bueno makes the catch on the left side. Powerful backhand. Catch by Bragley. Robote left side by Bueno. Catch almost by Bragley. Point 1. Play continues. 1 on the board with 2 points. Serving 2. Post 6. The yellow shirts receive. Lamonte and Douglas. Powerful backhand throw. Robote by Bueno. Here's Douglas with a reach, makes the catch. Tennessee with a nice scoop. Douglas on the forehand. Hard throw to the inside. Good catch by Tennessee. Catch by Douglas at the 8 line. Lower and harder. Caught by Tennessee, almost. Point 6. Possible game point for the yellow shirts of post 6. Lamonte and Douglas. Trying to stop them are Jedden and Ben. Robote coming all the way out. Tejada Robote. Jedden moves in. He has it. Sends it back. Douglas reads it well. Throws it hard to the inside. Ben alone for the Robote. Missed it. Point and game for the yellow shirts of post 6. Douglas and Lamonte. No playoff here. 2 places, 4 shows. Unofficial order finish. 6, 2, 4. Results are official. Coming in first, post 6. Lamonte and Douglas taking second, post 2. Diaz Bragley coming in third, post 4. Juice and Kubala. 6-2-4 is the official order finish for game number 5. And we'll have your prices up in just a moment. Moments up. 2-6. Quinella. Some people take issue with that. Don't know why. Quinella. Because it's called a Quinella. That's why. 2-6, $13.80. Trifecta 6-2-4. First, second, and third place finishing, $93.60. Up next, ladies and gentlemen, is game number 6. A spectacular 7 singles match. Play to 7 points. Points double after the first round of play. There's a scratch. Game 6, post 2, scratch Anderluck. Replace Anderluck with Tennessee. Game 6, post 2, scratch Anderluck. Replace Anderluck with Tennessee. Post time for Game 6 is 7 minutes away. Good luck.
You're a sportsman, aren't you?
Sort of. You like Jai-Alai?
I like the way it's spelled.
Me too. Yeah, with a J. How'd that get in there?
I can handle your workload without any help. Andy Glam, former J. Crew employee. Dr. Dante Octavarius, seahorse breeder.
Oh, the kid is hot tonight.
He better be. I got him wheeled in the trifecta.
Shunk Dunkirk, incontinent Jai-Alai instructor. Incontinent Jai-Alai instructor? Incontinent Jai-Alai instructor. All right, I'm calling it.
I'm trying out a new persona. I'm club owner and Jai-Alai enthusiast, Barry Mexico.
What a fun and lazy character name. Was it your first thought?
You know it. Barry Mexico gets down to business.
And game number 6, now just 5 minutes away, under 5 minutes till we get going in that 6th game. You see those will pays for the pick 3 up on your screen right now. I'll take a guess. Haven't looked at the lineup there for game 6, but Douglas probably in post 4.
Yes.
How about that?
You're basing that on what?
Basing that on the potential payout if the 4 wins that. A little less than some of those other numbers, but pretty well balanced outside of that Douglas figure. Ranging from 220 to 400. That's the most balance we've seen in that pick 3. And again, as we said, new pick 3 coming up.
That's right, a second
next
pick
week.
3, an early pick 3, and a late pick 3.
In addition, a couple more notes that Mighty Ocho guaranteed jackpot gets up to $3,000. And then for those of you that have other interests outside of Jai-Alai, you live in the South Florida area, Magic City Casino itself will be opening back up this Monday. Big news there for Magic City. Opening 10 a.m. to 9:30, I believe the hours are going to be. Opening up Monday. Casino will be open. The sports club will be open. But we will not be open here to the public. Not yet.
Not yet.
Jai-Alai.
Not yet. Believe me, I'd love to have the public in here.
Yes.
No, I really would. I'd actually like to meet some of the folks those people who are capable of. I realize that we have people chatting from all over the place, but absolutely, people who've been, engaged in the process.
That's what I wonder if people, they're used to hearing us talk in the background. It is different when you come in here because you watch a sport on TV. It could be any sport. Basketball, take, for example, NBA playoff game. The announcers are always talking. When you go to the game, you're out there, you're on your own. There's no one explaining what's going on. You're just taking in the action. So I saw a couple people that have been saying when we go there, may have to wear some headphones in order to hear the banter and hear that type of stuff that's going on, which Steve Bartman-esque. You listen to the game at the game, but probably you don't want to get involved in the action in the way he did that. It was kind of a...
Who, me personally?
No, I was talking about the fans. You don't want to get involved the way Bartman did. That's not going to end well.
Yeah,
do you know the story of Steve Bartman?
No clue.
He was 2003. Well, honestly, for South Florida fans, the Cubs played the Marlins 2003 NLCS championship.
How old were you in
series.
2003?
I was 6.
Okay.
My brother and my mother were at the game, and there was a guy that reached over into the field of play to touch a baseball that one of the Cubs players thought he could catch and ended up being declared a foul ball. The Cubs went on to make a couple errors. The Marlins went on to win that game, win the next game, and then go on to win the World Series. So he was wearing headphones. That's why he was a little late to react and then reached out of the field of play. That was the whole 30 for 30 about it. And he was kind of vilified, a scapegoat. It was a whole thing. He was a scapegoat for the city. There was a whole curse.
Wow.
And pretty interesting story. Honestly, I think you'd be intrigued by it. Steve Bartman, I think it's called Catching Hell. That's the 30 for 30 title. ESPN film, very, very well produced.
Did you see the 30 for 30 on Jai-Alai?
The short. There's a 30 for 30 short.
There is.
About what I think it's called What Happened to Jai-Alai or something.
About the time that I was finishing up my tenure at the Florida Gaming, was asked to be part of it.
I was going to say.
I put them together. I put a few people together and then conveniently did not answer my phone. After that, it was like, no, you talk to Benny, you talk to Marty, you talk to those folks. They have a good time. I got nothing to do with it.
It's crazy
because that's the one thing that was actually accurate about me. I was always most accessible. People who reached out to me at Miami Jai-Alai and Fort Pierce Jai-Alai, they do know that about me.
Yeah.
So, whereas in Jai-Alai, it was hard to get a phone answered and it was hard to get an answer about anything. No, I would respond to people.
Yeah.
I would respond to people.
No, but my favorite story that you said is the Jackass crew. You were there when they were filming that, and I remember as a kid watching, I was like, "Oh my, that's Jai-Alai!" There, because I would go, and I was probably the only 7-year-old that knew what it was. It was 7.
They wanted to use real balls, and we just said, "There's just no way. We'll get you to sign a release, and we'll do fruit, which is what we originally discussed with your producers. We're not using a real ball. That would be stupid." I literally said, "I said, would you stand at a shooting range? I know what you guys do. Would you stand at a shooting range and hold a target?" No. Let's play Game 6. It's a spectacular 7 singles match, played at 7 points. Points will double after the first round of play. Serving in the red shirt at post 1 is Ben. Receiving in the blue at post 2 is Tennessee. Tennessee is substituting for Anderluck. Ben sets up for the rebote, plays it from the left side. Here's Tennessee. Rebote left side. It's a 2-all turn by Ben. Tennessee gets there, stops it. Not sure what that was. Tennessee on the run. I've never seen Tennessee run quite that fast before. Wow. Ben's usually the fast one, but Tennessee chased that down very nicely. Point 2. White shirt at post 3 receives. Here's Kubala. Robote forehand by Tennessee. Kubala. Robote to the inside. Tennessee back, makes a good catch, holds on to it. Tennessee makes the save on the Robote. He keeps it away from the overhead screen. Kubala reaches out with the forehand. Returns a carom from the left side. Tennessee on the run again. Caught it on the second bound. Please don't run into... No, don't do that. See, you're gonna get hurt. And then we'll have another scratch, which we don't need. Point 3. Thank you, Tennessee. Green shirt at post 4 receives. Here's Douglas. Great catch by Kubala. Robote forehand by Douglas. Here's Kubala. Kubala goes back to the inside. Douglas, good hustle. Missed the Robote. Point 3. Here's the black shirt at post 5. Jedden receives. That is an underserve. Point 5. Here's post 6. This matchup has Jedden serving to Ikeda. Point 5. Bringing to the court the pink shirt at post 7, Bragley. Split placement, no one to split. Bragley catches it on the forehand, throws a carom, comes up the middle, Jedden's there. Bragley going for it on the right side. Probably should have reached out with the left. Point goes to the 5. Here now to complete the first round and receive, wearing the purple shirt of post 8 is Bueno. Robote left side, thrown beautifully by Jedden. Good catch by Bueno. Jedden was moving out to stop a carom that didn't happen. Here's Bueno. Outside placement, will score. Point 8. Here's post 1. Ben. That completes the first round of play. All matchups are now worth 2 points through the end of the game. Point 1. 1 is on the board with 2 points. Here's post 2, Tennessee. Big backhand by Tennessee. Clears the overhead screen. Ben's perfect position for that Robote. Tennessee backpedaling. Don't crash into anything. Okay. Point 1. One on the board with 4 points, serving to post 4, Douglas. Douglas fires one over the top. Great catch by Ben. Outside placement by Ben, stopped by Douglas. Douglas going for a carambola, caught in the air by Ben. That is a beautiful catch by Ben. Rebote left side to the outside. Douglas just keeping that in play. That did not work. Douglas makes the catch. Hard throw. Will score. Point 4. That'll bring back the white shirt at post 3, Kubala. Here's a hard throw by Kubala. Good pickup by Douglas. Nice backhand. Clipped the side wall, though. Kubala back to the inside. Douglas on the rebote. Thrown hard from the left side. Good pickup by Kubala. Kubala on the carom. Douglas on the run. Got it. Got tied up in the screen. It will score. Point 3. Kubala is on the board with 4 points. Now receiving in the yellow shirt at post 6. Here's Ikeda. Rebote forehand by Ikeda. Good catch by Kubala. Ikeda moving up, makes the catch. Nice backhand. Throw to the inside. Rebote save. Did not make it past the pad. Point 6. Ikeda is on the board with 2 points. Serving to post 7, Bragley. Ikeda on the forehand at the 8 line. Low and hard to the inside. Bragley's there. Ikeda midcourt from the forehand. Hard to the inside he goes. Bragley again on the right side. Catch by Ikeda. Scoop by Bragley. Bragley from the forehand. Rebote forehand goes to the outside. Bragley makes the catch. That goes back to the inside where it will score. Well played point by Ikeda and Bragley. Point 7. Here's post 5 in the black shirt, Jedden. A hard throw by Jedden. High scoop on the forehand of Bragley. That ball hits the overhead screen. Point goes to the 7. Seven on the board with 4 points. Bragley will now serve the returning 8 post. We have Bueno. Excellent catch by Bragley. Bragley comes over the top. Doesn't get the ball to bounce too high on the picada attempt. Good catch by Bragley. Bragley comes strong from the right side. High to the front wall. Bueno tries to get it to the outside. Bragley's there. Great catch by Bueno. Catch by Bueno. Karen by Bueno. Out. 0.7. Possible game point for the pink shirt of post 7. Baregley trying to stop him. The blue of post 2. Tennessee. Tennessee going to make sure that that ball is round. Tennessee from the forehand to the inside. Bragley's there. Bragley over the top. Excellent catch by Tennessee. Nice backhand. Tough catch by Bragley, but he scooped it up on the left side. Tennessee had it, dropped it, point in game. Pink shirt of post 7 goes to Bragley. 1 serves to 3. This is a playoff for second and third place. Rebote left side by Ben. It's a 2-all. Lands in and scores. Yes, you did, Ben. You got one. That was very good. That was beautiful. That was nice. Point. Ben. Point and place to post 1, 3 shows. Unofficial order finish 7-1-3. I very rarely lose my composure. I really don't. I may say the errant thing, but I was completely distracted by Ben. But no, that's something he's been working on. That is absolutely something he's been working on, and it's good to see him do it. He wants to be able to throw that 2-all consistently, have it land in and cut. I mean, that's what.
And the only way to get better is testing it out, getting some reps, and testing it out in game. And saw he's getting closer and closer. I think at the beginning he was throwing those a little wild. They were flying into the side netting, but these are hitting in the line and scoring now. It's cool to see when guys develop another part of their game. That's my favorite part of this whole program. You always see a guy make that next step, and you're seeing a couple of these guys. Bradley's been playing great today, and for him, he's his own worst enemy in terms of he's got to be out on the court. If he can stay out on the court, not be out. I mean, this guy, when he's out there, he progresses at a ridiculous rate. I mean, you give him a couple of weeks, he strings together some unbelievable.
He's played absolutely fantastic, and even El Barba, who's been struggling. Yep. El Barba cranked out 2 wins today. Good to see. So we have some consolations in the Quinella. 7-all is $4.60. That means that the all one is $3.40, 1 all rather. 50-cent try price, 713. That's first, second, and third place finish, $322.75. The pick 3, 267. 3 of 3 numbers returning $284. Up next, ladies and gentlemen, is game number 7, the second of our 2 doubles games. Because of scratches, there is a change in the matchup tonight. Here's a rundown of the upcoming game. Game 7, post 1, Fred Ikeda. Game 7, post 2, Lamonte Douglas. Game 7, post 3, Juice Kubala. Game 7, post 4, Jed and Ben. Game 7, post 5, Bueno, Tennessee. Game 7, post 6, Diaz Bragley. Once again. Game 7, post 1, Fred Ikeda. Game 7, post 2, Lamonte Douglas. Game 7, post 3, Juice Kubala. Game 7, post 4, Jed and Ben. Game 7, post 5, Bueno, Tennessee. Game 7, post 6, Diaz and Bragley. There is no post 7, there is no post 8 in our 7th game. post time for game number 7 is only 5 minutes away. Good luck. And a question forwarded to us by the Jai-Alai Channel regarding Juan Ramon Arasate's attire.
Yes. Always a hot topic of conversation.
Yes.
People look through that glass wall.
Well, that's kind of distressing because I would prefer to be in an announcer's booth somewhere without any camera. But no, that is a gray and blue plaid, actually. Actually, no, a green and blue plaid. Green and blue plaid. So there are stripes going in both directions. They're creating a plaid pattern.
Gorgeous color, huh?
It is nice.
Looks good on him. Turning into a fashion show.
That was a clutch comment that you just made. Just the look on your face was priceless. A gorgeous color. Yeah. Very nice. Yeah, no, he wears it well. Again, not everyone can pull off stripes.
What was his best post color back in the day? I mean, JR wore everyone well, but
see, JR's not mic'd, but JR will tell you, I never wore the one post. Never.
He doesn't look good in red.
And he
either.
didn't.
Yeah. Or the two. He doesn't have blue or green. That's why he's wearing both right now.
Never
That's
the 1,
why,
2, 3.
He's getting it in now.
Brand new over there in the locker. It is true. I never saw him at 5, 6, 7. That's all he played. 5, 6, 7. 5, 6, 7 in the 80s. In the 5, 6, 7, always in the 5, 6, 7. Of course, you never will meet a Jai-Alai player that ever played in the one position. About 5 years after their career is done.
Just like you've never met a golfer that's gotten a good break. Yeah, right.
Really?
No. I mean, when it goes through the tree, no one complains. But when you
that's actually a
hit
good
one
point.
through the tree and it hits a branch, it comes straight down. I
gave up on golf many years ago. For those of you who are familiar with South Florida, what's now Deering Bay used to be Kings Bay.
Yeah.
And actually it was something before Kings Bay, but that was like in the 50s or something like that. And so I grew up in that, let's just say, in that type of country club environment on the weekends anyway. And I really gave it a try. I really did. I did give golf a try. I just did not have the patience.
I was going to say, you have to be really patient, and it is a frustrating game. Similar to Jai-Alai.
Yes.
I mean, patient, frustrating. You got to take one shot at a time, and you can't, nothing about the previous shot has anything to do with the next.
My grandfather played golf, but my father played Jai-Alai. And I had never, and literally, I just happened to, I was 13 years old, and I went to North Miami Amateur with my father.
Yeah.
And I was bored. I was a young teenager, and I was bored. And so Howie, who started North Miami Amateur Jai-Alai, and of course was in charge of the school for a number of years, and just is the reason why there are American Jai-Alai players, is because of one man named Howie Kalick. And he gave me a cesta. He gave me a Glen basket. That was the professional name of the basket. Gave me a Glen basket and put me on the rubber ball court. And like most people, you throw it on the floor, throw whatever. But I threw from the right side. I started hitting the wall after my 5th or 6th throw. It was very natural. It came very natural. But I also didn't throw sidearm. I threw 3/4 or over the top. I couldn't throw sidearm. I couldn't throw a left side. I couldn't throw reverse for months. And so people would come out and say, well, there's no way he just started today. It's just the right side, I could just throw it nice and straight. But, if you're 6 foot or taller or stronger, you can get away with that right side. When you're like, my driver's license says 5'6". When you're 5'5", there are obviously
everyone adds an inch on the driver's license.
There are a number. There are a number of players. In fact, there's a number of legendary players. Chino Bengoa is the first one that comes to mind. He was a player who played in the 1950s and 1960s, who was known for his right side. The great Orbea, arguably the greatest player of the 20th century, Orbea the first. Not a particularly tall individual with an absolutely legendary right side, getting the ball to bounce and moving it across. So you don't have to be tall, but in the 80s, from when I was trying to play and beyond, it helps.
Yeah.
So just once I took to Jai-Alai, that was it for golf.
I was going to say the hardest part, and I've been thinking about, if we go out and throw, is that left side, as you were saying. I mean, the right, I played a lot of ball sports and catch and throw coordination wise. I don't think that's going to be the issue. But the left side, I'm not great with the left. Tried to take lefty golf swings, not very good. Left from not a switch hitter by any means in baseball. Tried to only from the right side of the plate. So that's that one part of it that. I don't know how you keep it straight. I mean, that's the straightness of that left side.
You can see some of our players still have a difficult time with that.
You see that.
I mean, they do. That's not shooting them down. They literally do.
All right, game time.
We're beginning Game 7, Spectacular 7 scoring. This will conclude the high five for this evening. Fred and Ikeda serve, Lamonte and Douglas receive. There's the serve, we begin. Ikeda came flying in front of my face, so I'm guessing that was somewhere here. Wow, what a catch and throw. Greg, that was nice. Very nice. Point one.
I just want to slam it.
One first up on the board in our 7th game. Here are the white shirts of post 3, Juice and Kubala. Karam's off the court, point 1. One has 2 points. Here are the green shirts of post 4. Receiving are Jedden and Ben. Jai-Alai, the soft play. Ikeda got there. Split placement, got him. Got him on the split placement. That was perfectly placed by Ikeda on that throw. Very good. Point 1. Oh, Ben was looking at them all hard and stuff. I don't know what that's about. Black shirts at post 5 receive. Bueno in Tennessee. Catch by Tennessee. Strong forehand clears the overhead screen. Ikeda's there. Ball tipped away, literally like away, up. Point 1. Fred will now serve in this matchup to the yellow shirts of post 6, the team of Diaz and Bragley. This will complete the first round of play. Bragley from the forehand. Jai-Alai. Ikeda stopped it. Again, going outside. This one lands out of play. Point 6. That will complete the first round of play. All matchups are worth 2 points now through the end of the game. In this matchup, Diaz serves the returning 2 posts. The blue shirts, Lamonte and Douglas. Catch by Bragley. Wow. That clipped but landed in. Point 2. 2 on the board with 2 points, serving 2 posts 3. Juice and Kubala. Excellent catch by Douglas. Powerful backhand. Robote left side. It's a 2-all. Lamonte got there, stopped it. Throws a shot. Juice stopped it. Juice sends it back. Douglas is coming out to make this Robote from the 6 line. Catch by Kubala. Kubala goes outside placement. Lamonte stops it. Strong forehand passes Kubala. That's a nice throw by Lamonte. 2-all by. Kubala is off the court, point 2. Well played by Douglas and Lamonte. 2 on the board with 4 points. Here's post 4. The green shirts return. Jedden and Ben.
Better than that, man.
That scores from the forehand of Jedden, point 4. 4 serves to the black shirts at post 5, Bueno in Tennessee. Ball dropped. Point 8. Point, rather, 4. 4 on the board with 4 points. In this next matchup, Jedden serves to the red shirts post 1, Fred and Ikeda. Ben from the left side makes the catch. Nice backhand. Caught in the air by Ikeda at the 12 line. Ikeda comes strong from the back. Robote forehand. Played by Jedden. Ikeda makes the catch. Picada, big bounce. Brought down by Ben at the back wall. Ikeda with a tip ball at the 9 line, point 4. Possible game point here for the green shirts of post 4, Ben and Jedden. I didn't see what he did, but I'm sure it was just whatever it was, Ben. Yellow shirts of post 6 receive, Diaz and Bragley. Powerful forehand by Bragley. Interference. Bragley says it was on him. Interference. The point will be replayed. That wasn't your fault that time. That time. Yeah, that time. Possible game point for the 4. Jedden serves. Diaz reaches in, takes it, returns it soft. Jedden's there. Boy, what a good effort by Bragley. Point and game, ladies and gentlemen, to the green shirts at post 4, Jedden and Ben. 4 wins at 2 serves to 1. This is a playoff for second and third place. Underserve. One comes in second, 2 comes in third. Unofficial order finish is 4-1-2. Results from Game 7 are official. Coming in first, post 4, Jedden and Ben. Taking second, post 1, Fred and Ikeda. Coming in third, post 2, Lamonte and Douglas. 4-1-2 is the official order finish for game number 7. We'll have your prices up there in just a moment.
See here, just realizing again, I don't know if those wheel pays flashed up there for the high 5, so mystery to all of us to see if
I was so busy talking about my 11-year-old golf experience that...
I think it may be the 6 post. It's got to be somewhat the system maybe throws it off a little bit, but the moment of truth will be coming up in a second when it flips.
Quinella won for the $1 price. $51. That's respectable, Quinella. $2 trifecta, 4-1-2.
Oh, whoa.
178 even. The high 5. I'm not sure how to read that, other than to say 4 or 5 numbers return 208.50. I think we may have broken the tote system.
I think, yeah, the 6-1 game 5.
But no one had it exact.
No.
So there is no one ticket on it. So we'll roll over till tomorrow, which is a good thing.
We'll explain, and we'll explain what'll happen because everything must go tomorrow.
4 of 5 numbers. 5, 2, 6, 7, 8, 7, 4. Huh. Okay, 4 or 5 numbers returning 208.50. The carryover jackpot going in tomorrow is $625.60. But remember, the high 5 must be forced out tomorrow. The mighty Ocho must be forced out tomorrow. That's right, the end of the meet. It wasn't me. That had an extra number in there, right?
No, that was not you at all. There's extra numbers.
Moving on. Game 8. A spectacular 7 singles match. Played to 7 points. Points will double after the first round of play. Game 8 concludes tonight's mighty Ocho. Game 8, Post 2, Scratch Anderluck, replace Anderluck with Bragley. Game 8, Post 2, Scratch Anderluck, replace Anderluck with Bragley. Post time for game number 8 is just 6 minutes away. Good luck.
What I'm hoping to accomplish in the 2020 season is to come in top 3 again, both in singles and in doubles. My game plan going into 2020 season is to be as meticulous as possible. I have to find a way to find little subtle things about each and every person on the roster that I can exploit to my advantage. And I can say that because they have to do the same thing. I feel like I got the ability to do it. I've definitely put in the work. Unfortunately, that doesn't always mean success, but that's what I'm going to strive for. So that is the goal, and I think that's everybody's goal because everybody wants to, get in the bonus money. And it is kind of like something to hang your hat on, to be able to say that, hey, I was able to be, a top 3 in singles or a top 3 in doubles. So that's definitely something that I strive for.
Fred runs up, saves it, reverse. That's an excellent 2-wall rebote thrown by Cool Fitness. Diaz with the catch. Another 2-wall scores for the win. Beautiful 2-wall thrown by Douglas to
what
score.
A finisher.
Rebote thrown by Ben. Carballo's there, winds up another one. Costado 2-wall's gonna score. Scoop by Douglas. Costado by Douglas. 2-wall will score for the win.
Snatched up Carballo. Played outside. That one hits Ben. That one will hit.
Wow.
And score.
By Jedden, stopped by Bragley. Bragley for the 3-wall play. Rebote's going to the outside. Jedden's there. Returns a 2-wall to score.
Rebote out, nice save. Anderluck out of the air, fires this one high off the back wall again. Another Rebote save going to the ground with one hand. That one will score.
Ben. Soft 2-wall. Fitness read it, caught it, returned it. 3-wall play coming way out. Juice is there.
Wow!
Juice got a 2-wall rebote that score.
Oh, man.
Wow. Karen, stopped by Diaz. On the fly, he threw a 2-wall rebote.
Unbelievable.
Wow.
And folks, that was the top 10 2-walls from last season here at Magic City. That'll take us right up to the start of game number 8.
We are ready to begin game number 8. It's a spectacular 7, a singles match. Play to 7 points. Points will double after the first round of play. Serving in the red shirt at post 1 is Ikeda. Receiving in the blue at post 2. Substituting for Anderluck, Bragley. Backhand by Ikeda. Rebote by Bragley. Catch by Ikeda. Sidearm carom. Stopped by Bragley. Scoop attempt. Just missed on the forehand. Point 2.
Yeah, your mic on. Oh, your mic on.
I'll bring to the court the white shirt at post 3, Douglas. Catch by Douglas. Nice backhand. Point 3. Green shirt to post 4. Jedden receives. Karam fired from the forehand of Douglas N, scoring point 3. Here's post 5. The black shirt receives. This matchup has Douglas serving to Ben. Powerful backhand by Ben. Strong forehand remote turned by Douglas. Yeah, that just kept going. Point 3. 3 on the board with 3 points, serving to post 6. This next matchup has Douglas serving to Kubala. Rebote left side to the inside, turned beautifully. What a great catch by Kubala. Kubala clears the overhead screen on. That rebote. Kubala hangs in there. That just hit the pad. But you don't, so it's okay. You did a good job.
Hey, that was just a...
Point 3. 3 on the board with 4 points, serving to post 7. Tennessee receives. Catch by Douglas. Powerful forehand. Tennessee takes off. Wow, that counts. That completely counts. Guys have been trying to do that all week, but Tennessee did it where it counted. Tennessee with a blind backhand. 2-all. We were all a little concerned that was going to tear the whole thing down, Tennessee, but fortunately it didn't. So as long as you're okay and the fronton's okay, we can move on. Point 3. 3. Here's post 8 to complete the first round of play. Bueno. Douglas on the catch. Hard to the inside he goes. Bueno on the forehand. Outside placement. Bueno read it, stopped it, returns the carom. Douglas hangs in there to make the catch. Picada looking to get it just over his head. It worked. Great effort by Bueno to try to reel that in. Point 3. That completes the first round of play. All matchups are now worth 2 points through the end of the game. Douglas serves to post 1. He has possible game point. Point and game, ladies and gentlemen, to the white shirt at post 3, Douglas. 3 wins it, 2 places, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 1 will pair off in playoff for third place, 4 first serves, 2, 5. Ben on the backhand. Strong backhand thrown beautifully by Ben. Robote, we have a swing and a miss at the 4 line, 0.5. 6 now serves to 7. Kubala on the forehand. Hard to the inside he goes. Robote saved by Tennessee. Tennessee got the ball to the front wall. Kubala winds up. Hard to the inside it goes again. Tennessee on the run. 0.6. 8 now serves to 1. The winner of this point meets 5 and 6 in the continuing playoff for third place. Robote forehand by Ikeda. Scores 0.1. 5, 6, and 1. Playoff for third place. 5 first serves to 6. Ben on the scoop attempt. 0.6. 5's eliminated. Possible show point for Kubala in post 6. Trying to stop him post 1, Ikeda. Robote left side by Kubala to the inside. Beautifully caught by Ikeda. Kubala on the left side. Catch by Kubala. Robote forehand by Ikeda. Kubala's there. Kubala goes deep. Ikeda forehand. Robote played high to the front wall. Ikeda now from the 8 line. Catch by Ikeda. Ikeda goes hard to the inside. Kubala on the run. Great effort by Kubala to try to make that play. 0.1. We'll turn him around now. 1 serve 6. This is show point. Ikeda serves. Kubala from the left side. Hard throw. Ikeda from the 7 line. It's a nice forehand Robote taken in the air by Kubala. Kubala with a low runner picked off in the air on the left side of Ikeda. Robote forehand by Kubala. Catch by Ikeda. Ikeda goes to the outside where it scores. Point and show to post 1, Ikeda. Unofficial order finish, 3, 2, 1. The prices will be up in a moment. It's official. Coming in first, post 3, Douglas taking second. Post 2, Bragley. Coming in third, post 1, Ikeda. 3-2-1 is the official order of finish for game number 8. Quite a playoff there for show between Ikeda and Kubala. Very nice.
You just got to waiting for one of them to kill it, and they just go back and forth with those long rallies that are awesome to watch, though. And the effort, I mean, in a show point playoff, that first point that they played, and then Kubala's got to go back and play another one that's tough, but he played really, I mean, another example there, Kubala just plays so well and then doesn't get on the board there. And
yeah, that's always frustrating.
Yeah, that's tough.
And being able to handle that frustration is a big part of one of our growth experiences here at Magic City. One of the conversations we've been having quite a bit back here is how to deal with that. Not everybody's equipped to deal with that, as sometimes we see acted out.
Right, and you come from a background of these guys playing, team sports. It's a lot about winning and losing. It's hard to accept the fact that you played well and lost. And,
absolutely.
That's it's one of the hurdles to get over. And I think a couple of guys you see that are over that hurdle, are some of the top players on the roster.
And a few that are still dealing with the hurdle.
Right. Yep.
Which we hear comments about every now and then. And who shall remain nameless. Prices are up. The $2 Quinella 2-3. That's first and second in any order. 2-3, 3-2. $15.80. The trifecta 3-2-1. First, second, third place finish. $89.60. And the mighty Ocho, a jackpot has steadily grown. It's at $1,930.40, only $70 away from its $2,000 guarantee. And that guarantee comes up tomorrow when it is forced out in a mandatory payout. So the high five and the mighty Ocho must go tomorrow. Up next, ladies and gentlemen, our ninth and final game of the evening. I'm almost sad to see it go. I could go for like 3 more games, maybe. Not more than that. Meanwhile, if the players heard me right now, I'd be getting very dirty looks. Not that it bothers me, but... Game 9 is a spectacular 9 Superfecta match. It's our only Superfecta game, our only 9-point game in this performance. There is a scratch. Game 9, post 8, scratch Anderluck, replace Anderluck with Bragley. Post time for our 9th and final game of the evening is now just 7 minutes away. Good luck.
Being the overall champ in the rookie season was great. I put in hours and hours of hard work in the off-season practicing, and just to show that it paid off in the end, it was really great. My goal for the 2020 season is to stay healthy, play to the best I can, but definitely I would love to repeat winning singles and doubles again this year. Like I said, I think it's going to be a lot harder, but it's definitely a push that I want. And I'm happy that everybody's getting better, and it's going to be harder for me because it pushes me to be better, and that's what I want ultimately. I would love to be the champ again this year. I am definitely going to try my best. Like I said, the competition is getting better every day, and so I'm going to push to be the best again. But we'll see. It's going to be a long 7-month season, and I'll hope to repeat what I did again.
And that was Douglas.
8th win of the week here, Stu. How about that? And he started off pretty slow, but he's found a way to pile them on here.
I don't think I realized how difficult your job is. I had to take us in from there, or at least I offered to, and I had no clue what to say. None. Like, none. Folks,
that's because you don't have the
stats
in front of me. If you had the stats, it makes it easier. I got all these numbers, and just whatever my eyes see. It's what you say, 94 wins.
Wow.
Over 40% winning.
So he's approaching 100 wins. That's a big deal.
He is approaching 100.
Yeah, the 100 win mark was made a big deal by Jedden, who was the first to hit it in our first year.
Jed made it a big deal.
And he made a big deal when Douglas hit it in the second year, clearly before anyone else did.
I don't know if anyone else eclipsed 100 last season. I think Kubala and Carballo were like 97, 96. They were right there, but I think Douglas was the only one that got there. We should have a couple this year. They got Ron and Douglas.
That's going to get interesting. Once we get to November, that's going to be really interesting.
Yeah, these weeks are tough. You have no Ron, and Douglas can rack up 8 more wins. Ron already missed a couple weeks to begin the season, so puts him in a bit of a hole. But we saw last week, that was maybe the best we've seen him play since he's been here at Magic City. He kind of dominated those later games with Douglas playing, so hope he gets back here healthy and fully recovered as soon as possible. And we are just 2 minutes away now from game number 9. And there's a couple subtle differences between the 7 and 9 point games, and we got a video that will explain Spectacular 9 scoring. Take a look.
Spectacular 9 singles games are played with 8 players. Each player wears a different color jersey numbered 1 through 8 on the front. These numbers are traditionally referred to as post numbers. Post numbers are used to signify the order in which the athletes will play in a game. These numbers are also used for betting purposes. Don't be confused by the numbers on the back of our jerseys. Those are just for fun. Each game begins when the player in the post 1 red jersey serves to the player in the post 2 blue jersey. The served ball must land between the 4 and 7 lines marked on the court's side wall. If the ball lands between those lines, the serve is good and play continues until one of those 2 players wins that matchup. The player who loses the matchup exits the court and waits for his next turn at the end of the rotation. It's important to note that every game has 2 rounds. The first 7 matchups in a game make up round 1. Each matchup in round 1 is worth 1 point. Round 2 refers to all matchups that take place after the 7th and final matchup of round 1. The number of matchups in round 2 varies from game to game. And in round 2, each matchup is worth 2 points. The first player to earn 9 points wins the game.
And now we are less than a minute away from game 9. Reminder of a scratch here in this 9th game. Affects post 8. Scratch Anderluck. Replace him with Bradley. Game 9 post 8. Scratch Anderluck. Replace him with Bradley. And you said those jackpots with the carryovers in the Ocho and the High Five, everything must go tomorrow. Those specialty jackpot payouts, because it's the end of the meet, meaning that even if there's a consolation, all the money in the carryover has to get paid out tomorrow. So we saw those pools got pretty big when we ended our first meet a couple months ago, so that will be happening again tomorrow. So good days to play that Ocho and the High Five.
What do you say we begin game 9?
Got one?
It's a spectacular 9 superfecta match. Kubala serves in the red shirt at post 1. Our first matchup has Kubala serving conveniently to Ikeda. There's the serve. Our 9th game is underway. Kubala from the forehand. Pick up on the left side of Ikeda. He goes deep. Kubala takes it in the air. Forehand rebote by Ikeda. Catch by Kubala. Rebote left side by Ikeda. Kubala makes the catch. Winds up. Back to the inside he goes. Ikeda makes the catch. Hard backhand. Good catch by Kubala. Rebote forehand by Ikeda. Nice rebote save by Kubala. Ikeda aggressively in the front court. Cortada stopped by Kubala. Kubala goes deep. Rebote forehand by Ikeda. Here's Kubala again. Kubala hard to the inside. What a well-played point again by Kubala, and Ikeda. Point goes to the 1. White shirt at post 3 receives. In this matchup, we have Kubala serving to Ben. Long carom thrown by Kubala. Ben read it perfectly. Stopped it, returns the carambola perfectly to score. Excellent play by Ben there. Point 3. Here's the green shirt at post 4, Tennessee. Point 3. Ben now serves to the black shirt at post 5. Douglas receives. Powerful forehand by Douglas. Ben with a leaping catch. He was at least a foot off the ground when he made that catch. Here's Douglas. Nice backhand. Rebote by Ben. 0.5. That'll bring to the court the yellow shirt of post 6. Here's Jedden. Douglas from the forehand at the 7 line. Faked it outside. Jedden did not fall for it. Made a beautiful catch at the sidewall on the left side. Rebote forehand saved by Jedden. Here's Douglas at the 7 line. Ooh, looking for that placement to the outside. He got it. 0.5. Here's post 7. Bueno. Strong forehand rebote by Douglas. Good catch by Bueno. Powerful backhand by Douglas. Rebote forehand got hooked by Bueno. 0.5. 5 on the board with 3 points. Here's post 8. This will complete the first round of play. In this matchup, Douglas serves to Bragley. Nice forehand rebote by Douglas. Good catch by Bragley. Outside placement. Douglas read it, but didn't stop it. 0.8. Well thrown by Bragley. That completes the first round of play. All matchups are now worth 2 points through the end of the game. First to return, post 2, Ikeda. Rebote forehand by Bragley. Made it just above the pad and scores. I don't think either one of them can believe it, but it did. Yes, it did. 0.8. Sometimes they just land that way. Here's post 1, the red shirt, Kubala. Nice backhand by Kubala. Rebote forehand by Bradley. Bragley with a leap. Makes the catch at the 11 line. Looking to get the big bounce. 0.8. Bradley has 5 points. But remember, 9 points need to win a superfecta game. Back and ready to receive. Green shirt to post 4, Tennessee. Nice backhand by Tennessee. Rebote left side, actually. Tennessee got there, but could not bring it in. 0.8. Straight points to a possible game point here for post 8, Bradley. Trying to stop him in the white shirt at post 3, Ben. Powerful backhand by Ben, right to the corner. That's a difficult rebote that lands in. Ben chases it down, throws it too hard. You just had to throw a Dejada, but it still scored. It's all right, point 3. Play continues. 3 on the board with 4 points. Ben now serves in this matchup to Jedden, wearing the yellow shirt at post 6. Oh. Point 6. Rebote left side. That is a beautiful rebote thrown by Jedden. Nice rebote forehand save by Bueno. Bueno makes a catch midcourt. Sends it back. Rebote, low and hard. And scoring on the second bounce, point 6. Six is on the board with 4 points. Here's post 5, Douglas. Underserve. Point 5. Five on the board with 5 points, but remember, 9 points needed to win a superfecta game. Here's post 2, Ikeda. Catch by Douglas. Will score on the forehand return, point 5. Catch by Douglas. Powerful backhand. Rebote forehand, hooked. Point and game, black shirt of post 5, Douglas. 5 wins it, 8 places. 3 serves to 6. This is a playoff for 3rd and 4th place. Catch by Ben. Here's Jedden at the 9 line. Low hard throw. Caught in a beautiful catch on the forehand of Ben. Ben goes to the outside. Jedden's going to look for the rebote. Plays it from the left side, back to the inside. Ben sets up for a good catch. Strong backhand. Low rebote. Jedden's on it. To the outside. Ben makes the catch. Ben, hard throw, scoop, tipped, point, and show to post 3. 6 takes the quad. Unofficial order finish, 5-8, 3-6. Coming in first, post 5, Douglas. Taking second, post 8, Bradley. Coming in third, post 3, Ben. Taking the quad, post 6, Jedden. Bradley. Bradley. 5-8-3-6 is the official order of finish.
We've turned into the spelling bee.
For game 9. 10-cent super, 5836, $54.97. $2 quinella, 5-8, $19. That's first and second in any order. The trifecta, 583, $318.40. So, overall, an entertaining evening. Entertaining is the way, I don't know, we were a little bit lighter too, but the players were as well. I mean, when they were all moaning back here and I couldn't stop laughing. It was hysterical. No, it was, and Ikeda says to Ben, hey man, you left your ankles out there on the court, go back out and get them. It was just...
Some of the stuff it is really funny.
Oh, it is. It is. No, we definitely have a good time. You have a mix of everything here. There's high stress. The guys are under... A lot of the guys put themselves under tremendous pressure to improve.
Sure.
Tremendous pressure to turn out wins, places, and shows, whatever their particular motivation is. So, I mean, there are definitely people who are doing that. By the same token, right now we're a little slap happy, everyone. So it's been an entertaining evening.
A lot of fun. Yeah, love this Saturday night performance, and the commentary's loose. Everyone's having a good time. The chat was very active today.
Yes, it absolutely
always
was.
makes it fun as well.
And the official rule on the chat is that obviously we don't directly interact with the chat here from the announcer's booth. However, things are sometimes passed on to us officially, and occasionally I do glance down. And that's really just kind of the way that it works. Especially if someone suggests that I'm not pronouncing a player's name right. Ooh. That's bad.
Yeah. And
considering that I got all those Basque names right for all those years, I'm going to screw up.
And now I got Bradley.
It's like, I think I'll just start calling him Brad from now on. I don't think he'd appreciate that, actually. Since that's his last name.
Just call him Brad, yeah.
Thanks, Brad. Nice catch by Brad. Yeah. No.
Not a highlighter.
Definitely not a high. Meba Bastriochea. There we go.
Love it. And tomorrow, again, another reminder that the specialty jackpot payouts for the Ocho and the high five, there's just over, how much was it? I think it was just over 600 in the carryover for the high five, plus whatever is bet into it tomorrow. That whole pool has to go. So whatever is bet into it tomorrow, all of it will be coming back out, even if you don't get all 5 numbers, even if you are not the only winner. That full pool will be paid out. And that is the same deal with that Ocho as well. And the Ocho has almost 2,000 in it, so we could be looking at a pretty big pool there as well. And people may be wanting to look ahead in placing advanced wagers on the Ocho and the high five for tomorrow. Any status updates on some of the guys that we know of going into it?
Anderluck will be a game day decision tomorrow, and Bragley will be out.
Yeah.
Bragley, sorry. See, I screwed that up. I have Bragley on the brain.
Yeah.
No,
yeah,
completely,
right,
no, completely wrong.
So
No. Legend will be out.
Legend will be out. Ron is not in the doubles game. He is out of the program.
So
tomorrow.
He's not in the program at all. So Anderson, we'll know about Anderson tomorrow.
Yep.
Why is he throwing the ball 1,000 miles an hour at the window? Wow. He was throwing that with his hand? Yes? Wow.
Was he? Wow.
Oh, I forgot. He was a pitcher.
Tennessee, we're talking about. Yeah, he's just getting...
Oh, so Tennessee, sorry, we'll describe what's going on. So Tennessee is throwing with his pitching arm at the back window. That was that big... Oh, there you go. Yeah, and that's Juan Ramon Arasate right there. That's the player manager, if you're still watching. So there we go.
Yeah, baseball definitely wasn't his first...
I don't know. See, you can't hear what's going on. I don't think he's going to throw it at him. Oh, there he goes. Yeah, I mean, that's loud.
That was off speed. What was that?
I mean, that's loud. I mean, JR had Michelena throwing at him, for God's sake, so it's not like he's an Alordway. I mean, he had Alordway. This came up in Tiger's chat last night. Had Alordway throwing him, so it's not like he's not used to seeing the ball coming at 1,000 miles an hour. Anyway, we could do this. We could do this all night.
We could.
But
we got to be back here in a couple hours, so we need some sleep here still.
That, ladies and gentlemen, will do it for this Saturday evening performance. Stop it, Tennessee. I'm begging you. Live highlight in the Magic City on the Highlight Channel. That's really kind of intimidating.
I mean, I'll tell you what, he's hitting the same spot every time, though. You can tell this guy's a
He's
pitcher.
got one for you, too. Here it comes. Yeah, see? There you go.
That's
see?
a ball.
Yeah, it gets a little annoying, doesn't it? We're glad that you chose to join us this evening and invite you to join us again tomorrow, Sunday, when we'll play 9 more action-packed games at 12 noon. Far too early to be playing Jai-Alai, but yes, we will do it then. We sure hope that you enjoyed tonight's Jai-Alai action at Magic City. Please like and subscribe to the Jai-Alai channel. I think he throws harder with his hand than he does with his cesta, actually. That's really scary.
Still.
And let us know your thoughts and any questions you may have in the live chat while we're playing live. On behalf of the players, staff, and management of Magic City Jai-Alai, we thank you for joining us tonight and hope you'll join us again tomorrow at 12 p.m. So goodbye till we can see you back here at Magic City Jai-Alai. Thanks for joining us, folks. Have a good night.